Dear children, in this video we will discuss the remaining part that we have in our book, and this is page number 14, and the topic is when I was 12. So this is the last part of the questions that we have, that is question number D, and under D we have a passage, we can call it an extract, and certain questions are asked from that very extract. First one, who had come and for what purpose? But before that, let us read the passage. He has come, people who never stood up for anyone also stood up. How to entertain him? Who had come and for what purpose? So, I'm just giving you the answer. The cook had come. The cook had come, and what is the purpose? To prepare food for the marriage ceremony of narrator's sister. So the answer is, for question number A, 1A, the cook had come to prepare food for the marriage ceremony of narrator's sisters. Next, B, why were people so keen to entertain him? During that time, the entire reputation of the wedding depended upon the cook. During that time, the entire reputation of the wedding depended upon the cook. So, all the people were so keen to entertain him. Hopefully you got the answer. Now we have come to question number C. What discussion were held with the person concerned? What discussions were held with the person concerned? The discussion that held with the cook. The person concerned means what? The cook. The person, it is written, that is the cook only. So the discussion that was held with the cook was related to the quality of rice, ghee, and other items needed for the feast or the ceremony. So again, I am going to repeat that one. The discussion that was held with the cook or the person concerned was related to the quality of rice, ghee, and other edibles, you can write EDIBLES, edibles or items you can write, needed for the feast or ceremony. Now come to question number D. What was offered to the person after the discussion ended? What was offered? It is very easy. Coffee was offered to the person after the discussion ended. Coffee was given to that very person. Why did the group gathered around the person start moving towards the narrator who had placed himself behind the pillar? So the answer is, since the author had drawn the caricature of the cook, and that was extremely funny, so the group gathered around the cook started moving towards the narrator who had placed himself behind the pillar. So here I am repeating the answer. Next, here is the repetition. Since the author had drawn the caricature or the picture of the cook, and that was extremely funny, so the group gathered around the cook started moving towards the narrator who had placed himself behind the pillar. Now next one we have, that is a dictionary work. That's a dictionary work. As you can see, total 9 words are given. Now question number A, for this very one, I would like to suggest you to go through the dictionary, and already same thing we have done in that workbook. So what will happen? From that workbook, you just take the idea and open the dictionary that you have and arrange the sentence one after another. This one is to be done by your own. Then question number B, as you can see, rewrite the following sentence after replacing the highlighted words with phrases from the box. You may make the necessary changes. Now look, first one, it is written, one needs to be fully vigilant. So this one is wide and awake. Number 2, a laborer works for his living from morning to evening. So This one is number 1, that means from dawn to dusk. So you have to replace these sentences with the terms provided in that very box. Number 3, many ancient traditions in India have died out. So this died out to be replaced with this particular term, become extinct. Number 3. Now, here you go. Number 4. He is enjoying a wonderful holiday at someone's cost. At someone's cost transfer this very term. At someone's expense. Now last one. Some people want success by hook or by crook. That means by fair means or foul. So here are the 5 options we have. Here you go to the next page. Page number 15. Now it starts with this one. In the following sentence, replace the informal expressions that are highlighted with formal ones. First one is given. Sushant feels that the years spent in college were the coolest one. So that is exchanged with were the best one. So coolest is replaced by the term best one. Here I will provide you the meaning for each sentence. You have to make by your own. First one, it is written sleep on. Sleep on means to delay. D-E-L-A-Y, delay. So he said that he needed to sleep on the matter before giving his answer. So he said that he needed to delay on the matter before giving his answer. Number 3, he apologized, stating that the matter had slipped her mind. Slipped her mind to be replaced with this term forgotten. Actually forget, but here had is there, so it is forgotten. Okay. Next, Henry was told by his mother to hang in there and face the situation. Hang in there is to be replaced with remain determined. Remain determined. Next, number 5. Anna was advised not to jump to conclusion. Not to jump to conclusion means to hasty decision. That means Anna was advised not to take hasty decision. Not to take hasty decision. So you can add the term take here. Take hasty decision. Rohan loves to hang out with friends on Sunday. To hang out to be replaced with spend time. Rohan loves spending time. Make it spending time with his friends on Sunday. Now next is related to the types of sentences that we have already discussed in the workbook part. Here the type of one sentence is provided. You have to understand or you have to write what type of sentence is. The first one, what a terrible weather it is. You can see this is exclamatory sentence. If you look at the second one, do not ask me anything. One advice is given. So obviously it is going to be imperative. So this one is imperative sentence because one advice is given. Next, what is the name of your school? So you can easily understand this is interrogative. One question is being asked. Now next, question number 4. She does not attend her class regularly. It's a general statement. So it is going to be assertive sentence. This is also known as declarative sentence. Do not tell lie, advise, and be honest. Both are advice. So both are going to be imperative. So this is done. Now after that we have to fill in the blanks according to the option provided in the bracket. First one conjunction, second one verb, then pronoun in this way. So first one, the treasure is hidden on the island dash at the bottom of the sea. So here I am using the conjunction as well as. This is a kind of correlative conjunction. Priya has learned to dash a car. You have to use a verb. So here I am using the term drive a car. Grandma was very excited to see dash. So you have to use a pronoun. See me. Okay, I have 3 dash to give away. So I can give any noun here. So you can write 3 coupons or tickets. 5. He must do dash this in time in his studies. Better. We have to use adverb. He must do better. So this term better is qualifying the verb do. So it is adverb. Last one is interjection. Dash a fall, my fellow countrymen. Let us use the term what. When you start like this, it is going to be interjection, and the sentence is going to be exclamatory sentence. So here ends this very part of exercise. I further advise you to go through this one thoroughly and make proper writing. In proper handwriting should be proper, and note down the certain things which are mentioned here. It will surely help you, and in case of any query you can contact me. Thank you.